Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TKMaths is Fun. In today's video, we will solve a question on circle theorem, which is a part of the syllabus of O-level mathematics of most of the exams, and it will help you to revise the rules you need to remember to solve a circle question. So let's see here a question. It looks very complicated at first glance, but if you go slowly, you will make sense out of it, and you will be able to recall the um, rules or concepts you need to apply here. Okay, so let's see here. Always read the question first, because sometimes what happen, some of the information which is given here in the diagram is not mentioned. So you have to read the description very carefully, that everything which is mentioned here is mentioned in the diagram, otherwise you write it down there. So in the diagram B, C, D, E, now which is talking about? Let me change the color. So for example, it is B, C, D, E. Lie on the circles. Center O, AB and AD are tangents. So this line AB and AD are tangents to the circle. And angle BAD is 48. Now, without reading the rest of the question, 2-3 things you should immediately recall. Number one is from here, that these points are on the circle, right? If these points are on the circle, if you remember the cyclic quadrilateral, there is a rule. Number one is that the opposite angles, right? If opposite angle sum is equals to 180, then definitely these 4 points will definitely be a part of the circle where they will all touch the circumference, right? So if you see here B, C, D, E, they are on the circumference. It means they are making a cyclic quadrilateral, right? Rule number one. It means their opposite angle, when you will add up, they will be equal to 180. That we will find out later. Okay, second thing is, these are the things coming into your mind. Maybe it is applied in the question or maybe not. Doesn't matter. But these are the things you should recall immediately. Now AB and AD are tangent of the circle. When from the external point you draw two tangents to the circle, like here this one and this one, then the length of AB and length of AD must be same. So this is the rule you should remember. So let's start solving the question first. Let me make the space clean. Okay. So now he's saying find out angle ABD. Let me make it larger. ABD. So it is talking about this angle. Okay. Now once you know that these sides are equal, okay, let me draw the line here with some other color so that it is more prominent. Okay, so we are talking about this triangle right now. Okay, and this angle is asked in the question. Because these are tangent AB and AD, it means it is forming an isosceles triangle, right? You should know the properties of the triangles. So if these are isosceles triangle, it means this angle and this angle is equal. If these are equal, how can you find it? Sum of the three angle must be equals to 180. So you will simply do 180 minus 45. Okay, let me do slowly because some students also get confused here. 180 is equals to A plus 45. It will help you to form an equation. So it will be 180 minus 45 equals to 2A. And then you can use calculator or you can use directly if you are very good in mental maths, right? 135 is equals to 2A, and then 135 divided by 2 will give you the value of A. Yes? So it is what? 67.5. And what you will do with this answer? You will definitely write it down in what? In the space provided to you. So it is 67.5. Oh my God, I just realized my mistake. Can you tell me what is my mistake? And it is always fun when students find teacher's mistake. Okay, so the mistake is, instead of 48, I have written here what? 45. right? So this is what happens in most of the notebooks also at times when you overlook. So you see, any human being can make mistake, so you need to be careful here. So let's do the correction here. You can't afford this correction because your notebook will go to the examiner. I can afford to make correction here. Okay, so now it will be 132. Okay, it will be 132 divided by 2. So now answer is 66. Okay, so this is my answer for part 1. Okay, so now let's do next part. It is saying find out angle OBD. And you know, when it is written like this, it always means you have to find out the angle which is mentioned in the center. Now OBD. Let me change the color now. Okay, so green. OBD means this angle I have to find out now. So now let me draw lines here again. I think I don't need to draw the line. You remember one property of the circle. What is that? The tangent, this is tangent, right, to the circle. And this is the radius. Radius and tangent always make what? 90 degree, right? Radius and tangent always make a 90 degree. So from this 90 degree, you have just found this angle, which is 66. So what you can do here is straight away 90 minus 66, right? So if you do 90 minus 66, what is the answer? 24. So you see, immediately you got the answer here. So this, and by the way, you know, just extra thing, because I told you I will keep telling you extra thing in the question. OB, this one, and OD, these are radius of the circle. And radius of the circle mean both the sides are equal. It means again angle OB, triangle OB, OD and DB. So ODB is an isosceles triangle. It's not written here, but it is understood thing. So in circle theorem, you have to be careful that you keep noticing all the important things here. And this is 66. Okay. So now we have to find out angle BCD. Now let's see where is BCD. Let me change the color orange. B, C, and D. So it's talking about this angle this time. How can you find this angle BCD? This angle, right? So what comes in your mind? Any property you remember? Because it looks very confusing. Because you see, if question has only 1 mark, 2 mark, it means something simple is there which you have to figure it out. So can I erase the rest of the things so that it make more sense to you? Or let me do it here separately so that you can recall. Now if you remember, in the circle theorem, we learn one thing. Okay, if there is a chord and there is a tangent, the angle made between chord and tangent, you know, this one, I'm just writing separately, otherwise the student can get confused. So angle made between chord and tangent is equal to the angle made by the chord on the opposite side on the circumference. So this angle is equals to this angle, right? This angle is equals to this angle. Do you see any such thing in this question given to you? Is this angle equal to anything? Let's see. Angle C on the circumference is made by the chord BD. Yes or no? It is made by the chord BD. And BD is tangent here. I mean, chord is tangent here. So this angle between chord and tangent is equal to this angle. It means it is also 66. We have just found this angle in part 1, 66. So angle BCD, without any working, you can easily figure it out. It is BCD, right? Okay. Now let me erase a bit so that it is little clear and you can understand the rest of the part also of the question. Okay, little neater. Okay. So we have just found this is 66. Okay. Okay, the last part, fourth part, angle BED. Now for angle BED, let's see the diagram once again. Where is he? Here. This angle. Now this one is simple. You know why? Because I told you that CD, DE, sorry, line is little, they are cyclic quadrilateral. I just told you, right? My line is not very straight, but you understand what I'm trying to say here. And this one, these are cyclic quadrilateral. So opposite angles are supplementary, means sum of them should be equals to 180. So to figure this out, you will just do 180 minus 66. So what is that? 114. So this is how you will find out your angle. I hope so far it is clear. I'm explaining very slowly so that you can keep absorbing what we are doing here. Now, if you see part B, the radius of the circle is 15 centimeter, right? The radius of the circle is 15 centimeter. Let me erase the whole diagram now, otherwise it will be not clear. Okay. So radius of the circle is this, and question is saying it is 15 centimeter. What is asked here? Calculate the area of the triangle BOD. This area we have to calculate. And this angle we have just found what it was. It was 24. This was 24. Right? 24, 24. So now do you remember how to calculate the area of a triangle in which you know two sides, right? And you know angle between them. It is not given in the question, but we know these angle, right? This is 24 each because it is an isosceles triangle. Radius are equal, so it is an isosceles triangle. Not given in the question, but we understand. So what is this angle? You can easily calculate. 180 minus 24 minus 24. So you get here 132. So this angle is 132. It means here it is 132. Now, if you remember, the area of a triangle formula is half into AB sine C. And what is AB? AB are the known sides and C is the angle between them. So to find out this area of a triangle here, I will simply do half into 15 into 15 into sine 132. Let's do it here. Half into 15 into 15 into sine 132, right? And let's calculate it. This will give me the area of the triangle BOD. You can calculate. I'm calculating, and then we will see answer is right or not. Okay, because sometimes calculation, when you press wrong button or forget to press one button, answer goes wrong. So answer is coming 83.6. 603 in three significant figure. And by the way, in angle we always give answer in one decimal place, so you have to give answer till here. The next digit is 0, which is less than 5, so we will not increase it. So my final answer will be 83.6 only, right? Now let's see the last part. Give a reason why ABOD is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABOD. Now let's erase this diagram to give it a clear look. Now let's see what is ABOD. Red color. AB and OD. What it is saying is a cyclic quadrilateral. Now I told you in the beginning, for the cyclic quadrilateral, the opposite angles of the quadrilaterals are supplementary, or if the four vertices are on the circumference. Now if we look here in ABOD, because circle is not drawn here, so we will just look at the other property, which is opposite angles, right? Because you just have found out this is 132 and you have found this was given to you 48. So let's sum it up. what it is equals to. 132 plus 48. It is equals to 180. So you can write here, since the opposite angle BOD, now you will mention here like this, since the opposite angle BOD and BAD, you can write DAB also, are supplementary, hence the ABOD is a cyclic quadrilateral. It means there is a center. If you draw the circle, it will pass through all these points. This is the meaning of the question. Okay, there will be some circle which can be plotted or drawn in a manner so that all the four vertices are on the circumference, which is not the requirement here. The requirement here is only tell why it is a cyclic quadrilateral. So you will say, since the opposite angles, and you will mention which opposite angles you have figured out, like these, are supplementary, hence it is a cyclic quadrilateral. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please share it with your friends so that they can also revise their concept. Press like and subscribe button. You will get my more videos indication immediately. Thank you. Take care.